In this video, I will just point to some functions of Ketron that are presented in some videos on wrong way, because some people, they didn't explore keyboard, so they don't know enough about this keyboard to give you right information. So let me give you right information about this keyboard from person who knows this keyboard. First, let me talk about intro and ending. Intro and ending, we have 3 buttons dedicated for intro and ending. So this is now blue. You can see visibility is blue. You don't even need to read that re-intro. But if it's that this orange color, so I have a little bit problem with colors. I have to think, is that yellow or orange or whatever? I'm not colorblind, but I am very, for me, it's very hard to define sometimes name of the color. So that's why my wife and daughter, they are always laughing at me if I say some wrong colors name for color, for actual color. So now you can see it is orange, and now it is ending. So it is not hard to know that. If it's blue, that is intro. If it's orange, it is ending. Same buttons, you can use them. And it's very visible and accessible in matter of part of the seconds. So second, so you have intro, and when you are starting, you are in intro position. Later you have plenty of time when you are playing song just to put it in re-intro position when you have time. You don't need to be in rush, and then leave it like that because you are going to use re-intro. And when you are near to the song, just use ending. So that is so quick, fast, without any problem, visible. This touch screen is amazing, good resolution, and it is, everything is usable so nicely and react very nicely that you don't have any kind of problem with touch screen. So if you did calibration of the touchscreen on the beginning, that it will stay forever. You will not lose it. Like in some keyboards, sometimes you are losing that function, but not here on Ketron. Now, some people mention that if you are going through the styles, you have to go with wheel. No, it is not correct. If you are in style section, for example, style section, and then you can see very visible styles here. You will see them by genre, music genre, ballad, dance, rock, swing, whatever. And now there are pages. In other keyboards, you have to go down through the pages and you have to scroll up or scroll down. But here, no. You just press same button and you're going to the pages. Look at, without a wheel, just easy. Page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even if you are going through user styles or through factory styles, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very easy. You just choose which music genre you want to. Country music, go to the pages. User country music, go to the pages. No problem. So you don't need to use, so that is wrong information that you got from somewhere. So I just want to make it sure that you know what is true. Now, if you are choosing voices, as well voices you have in group of instruments. If you are using strings, just go through the pages. On the same part you are tapping very fast, and you can see now a page, page 4, page 5, page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very easy. User, page 1, 2, 3. User is, you can see it very nicely. It is colored, but orange color, and you can know if you are in user. Same button you are pressing if you are in user or if you are in factory styles, and you are going fast through the pages. So just to make sure, no wheel, very fast, very useful, much better than going down from page to page, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, and then next, and then next. No, this, and faster than on any another arranger keyboard. Registration. Your registration memory. You can go with wheel, but you don't need to. You go with registration up, registration down, plus minus for tempo, registration, or you can dedicate this button to anything else. User tab, 1, 2, 3. If you press it and hold, you have options plenty of options. Scroll down, you will find option, and you can dedicate button for option that you want to have. And then you have number, put number of the registration, enter. You got registration. If you want to scroll down, up, no wheel. So as well, that is working on this way on SD90, SD9. So now let us talk about those potentiometers. So how do you want to work with those potentiometers? First, if you put level on certain position, when you change sounds, it will stay on that position. So it will always keep same level for the sound. That is what we want. If we want to play just left hand and let somebody else to play right hand, you will put it down and you will not be disturbed with right hand if some other musicians are playing from same keyboard or from another keyboard, right hand. Actually, if they are playing right hand, you don't need to have sound for right hand. Now you can change sounds, but nothing is happening. Sound is down. Now if sound is there, look at, I am changing sounds, but no cutting of the sound. Now I already chose another sound. Let me see, what did I choose? Let me go here. Look at there, I'm changing sounds. Can you see? But my sound that I already play is still there. When I release, I can play a new sound. See, I'm changing again to another sound, for example, accordion. No cutting, no any strange sound, everything is so smooth. Transition from sound to sound is extremely smooth. Many keyboards, they have problem, you can hear cutting and that transition is not smooth. But if you are playing one sound, it will keep that sound. It doesn't matter if you are changing sound, nothing no sound, nothing is going to interfere. You are playing, and then you just can continue with new sound. I have violins. I have so I am changing sounds, as you can see, and everything, whole transitions are smooth, without any problem. I can change sounds here. Or here, if I want to change them, for example, violin. I'm going to flute. I'm holding flute and going to strings. Symphony. Everything was smooth, without any problem. I did change to symphony, but it let me to play flute until I decide to play symphony. Now, so those buttons, they are a little bit small, but they are reliable. They don't break at all, never ever. I play this keyboard every day for hours in last 5 years. Everything is working perfectly well. And I didn't scratch my finger or something like that. No way. Those potentiometers, they are working. Only one problem is there. They are not accurate. When you are starting to do movements, sometimes you need some moves, more moves, and so for example, now it will start to react. So they are not so much accurate, but if you find one level and you keep it, and then you change sounds, it will be on that level. It is not big, it is not problem to find that level. You will find it without problem. Just is not so much accurate if you are comparing what you can hear and what you move. That visible thing that is happening is not reacting to your to the sound like it should react to the sound. Now, about key start, key stop. Somebody mentioned that if you are using them together and play them together, they don't work very well like in Korg and or Yamaha Genos. That is actually not truth. That is truth only if you are using audio styles. They behave a little bit sometimes lazy on different way. But if you are using MIDI styles, MIDI patterns, they works on the same way like on Korg, on Yamaha. So remember that Ketron is introducing real guitars, real instruments, and live guitars, and real drums. If you are using those patterns, then you can experience some problem in key start, key stop. But that person who presented that in his video, he misused that because he did use audio tracks and patterns instead of MIDI. In MIDI, it is behaving same on the like on the Korg or Yamaha. But you know what? Audio tracks like loops and those things, it is a little bit tricky to use them. They are not so usable like MIDI patterns. So, and because MIDI patterns, they behave on different way and they go straight away. When you press chord, you will hear everything right away. Sometimes in those waves or loops, you know, that technology is new technology, and Ketron is far from another keyboards in this technology. But this technology needs a lot of time to be improved, but still on Ketron it is working very well. Now, when you are using something, you will get some benefits and you will have some things that you have lived with them. You have to accept them. So those audio files, they sounds great. They are not so usable like MIDI files, but they have some benefits comparing to MIDI files, especially if you want to have live guitars, real guitars. They sound great and they are really good. And in many situations, it is going to be very nice to use them. So why not to use them? And they will be beneficial for many musicians in combination with MIDI patterns. So, but as I mentioned, person who presented that, he presented that on wrong way and gave you wrong impression about Ketron and about many functions. Now, I just watched his video and I was surprised how many information he gave you that were wrong. And I think, because I know he got keyboard from my friend on just couple days to do some job. Instead of doing job, he just presented keyboard in wrong way because he didn't know exactly that keyboard enough. So he thought that is what he knew. That is how it works. But actually, he didn't explore keyboard enough to give you right information about right keyboard. Now, there is just one thing that I want to mention. I was comparing his video with functions that I can find on SD90, and I proved you that he was wrong. Only there is one thing that I'm not sure. I didn't have event in front of me. I will have it in about 1 month. So comparing Korg PA5 and PA4, we can see that in PA5 doesn't have many functions that we can find in PA4. Now, comparing Ketron event with SD90, it could be possibility that Ketron event has some different stuff from SD90. So I don't know actually. I assume that Ketron styles should work on same way and voices looking for them, changing them like Ketron SD90. I cannot believe that they changed it. But look at that. As I mentioned, if Ketron event has same option to see those styles and go through the pages, if Ketron event has same option to see a group of instruments and go to the pages, then he was wrong about wheel and he gave you totally wrong information. That option you can see is working much better than on Genos and on Korg PA5, because I know I had Genos and I have access to PA5 and I have access to PA4. I had PA4 for years, Genos for years, and this is much faster. No pages, no buttons, no everything. On SD90, people who has event, please put comment. Do event works on the same way as SD90? If doesn't work on the same way, then I can say the event they screwed up with this function. They have to do updates. So they did same thing like Korg did, but I don't know now that yet. So I can ask some people, and you who has event, you can put comment and you can give me answer. So in this video, I am just giving you some information, so I don't want you to be under wrong impression how it works on Ketron. I chose you, I told you, and I showed you. I showed you actually. I chose you. My God. I showed you how it works on Ketron SD90. So thank you very much for watching this video, and soon I will have Ketron and event, and I will give you exact correct information from Ketron event. Have a great day and put some comments.